Good morning, Year 8. Today we're going to do one of the exam reading questions together, particularly the exercise 2. ¿Quieres? Do you want? I'm going to go through how you could have done this task a little bit better. I would start by looking at the English in the instruction. It says, read this dialogue and complete the table in English. So just by reading this, I know three things. I know I'm going to read a dialogue between Pablo and Marina. I know that I have to complete a table, which is below, and I have to do it in English. So they're telling me the language I have to do it. If you do it in Spanish, you will lose your marks. So now, by looking at the table, I know I have to find two activities or places, but actually one because they're giving me one already, which is cinema. I have to find when those activities are happening and what is their opinion about it. I also know that I can get up to 4 marks, one for each gap that I have to fill. So as you can see, you have to say when and an opinion. So it was key that you knew your time phrases and your opinions. And here we're going to have el sábado on Saturday, por la mañana in the morning, esta noche in the evening or tonight, and some opinions like no me gustan or no me gusta, which means I don't like, aburridas, which means boring, also aburrido, aburrida or aburridos, te gusta, which means you like, me encanta or me encantan, which means I love, and simpático, which means nice or friendly. However, this last word, you didn't have to know it because they were already telling you in the table what it means. So now we will be able to start reading text. My top tip here is questions are in the order they come out in the text. So I already have one activity, which is cinema. So I know that after, when I'm reading the text and I find cinema, after I will find when is happening because the question is in the same order. And then I will find the opinion. And then I will find the other activity, and then when, and then the opinion. And so it happens in all the questions in the exam. Questions are always in the order they come out in the text. So I'm going to start reading. And when I find cinema, then I will be very attentive to find when it's happening. So let's start. Pablo says, hola Marina, hello Marina, voy al cine. I'm going to the cinema. And here we have the first activity. And also, look, cinema and cine are cognates, which means that they are very similar words in English and Spanish. So now I have to be very attentive because after cinema, maybe not immediately after, but a little bit after, I'm going to have when they are meeting. But in this case, if I keep reading, I have el sábado por la mañana, which already tells me when. So, el sábado por la mañana means on Saturday morning. And here, there was a little bit of confusion of how to answer. Some people say only Saturday, some people say only in the morning, and that makes you to lose the mark. You needed to give the full answer, Saturday morning, both things. And now we're going to keep reading, finding for the opinion. So Pablo keeps saying, ¿Quieres venir conmigo? Do you want to come with me? And this is not giving me an opinion. It's just a question. So I keep reading. Marina says, Lo siento. I'm sorry. But no me gustan las películas de ciencia ficción. I don't like sci-fi movies. So here you had to understand this is the answer, this is the opinion. No me gustan las películas de ciencia ficción. I don't like sci-fi movies. That would be one of the answers for this particular box of the table. Here you had to understand the opinion, no me gustan, and maybe you didn't understand very well las películas de ciencia ficción, but ciencia ficción is another cognate. It's very similar in English, science fiction. So you could have worked out when they are talking about the cinema that was a type of movie, and particularly sci-fi. So that would have been all right. If we keep reading, it says, las encuentro realmente aburridas. I find them really boring. So, and here we had another option for filling this opinion. We could also have said really boring or boring, and that would have been accepted as well. So you only needed to understand mainly aburridas, which is a word that we have used a lot during year 8 and year 7, and you should be familiar with. You should know it by heart, actually. And then realmente, which is another cognate, another word very similar to English. So we already have the first line of our table. Let's keep reading. Now I'm going to go to fill up gap 3, which is an activity or a place. So I'm going to be looking for that particular information. So Pablo says, yo también, me too. ¿Te gusta la cocina italiana? Do you like Italian cuisine? This is something giving me a clue. I'm still not sure about this, if this is the activity, so I'm going to keep reading. ¿Te gusta ir a un restaurante, verdad? You like to go to a restaurant, don't you? And now, here, this is a type of place and this is an activity, so this could be my answer. But I'm going to keep reading just to be super sure. Marina says, sí, me encanta la pizza. I love pizza. Again, another opinion you should be familiar with, and another cognate which gives you a clue of what they're talking about. But this is not when, so it makes me doubt. Maybe restaurante is not the activity I'm looking for gap 3, so I'm gonna keep reading. Pablo says, te invito a un restaurante italiano. I invite you to an Italian restaurant. And again, they're giving me the same information, same place, so I'm reassured that this is the activity I'm looking for. And you could have answered restaurant or Italian restaurant. Actually, this gap in particular, you did it really well as a class. Most of you got this cognate, so well done. Now, my last gap is going to be when, and I know it's going to come after. So I keep reading, and it says, esta noche, tonight. You had to know this meaning, the meaning of the time phrase. Otherwise, you would not have been successful. So here we have the answer. It is tonight or also in the evening because it means both things in Spanish. And if we keep reading, Marina says, muchas gracias. Many thanks, Pablo. Qué simpático. How nice or how friendly. And here we have the whole exercise done. So keep in mind, always read the questions because they tell you exactly what to do. It's very important that you know what to do in advance. You can, and also the language that you have to answer in. And keep in mind that questions are always in the order they come out in the text because that's going to help you to know where you're going to find the information. And if you're not so sure about one answer, then you can skip it and keep reading, and you know that you will find the next one after.